Alright guys, Red Raw back again with another little video for you. Something a little bit different, definitely on the verge of like a fantasy football type video. But I'm just looking at me trying to rebuild the squad basically. We know we've got a lot of players entering the final years of the contracts and last 18 months and that, so we might look to recoup some money on some of these players. I'm going to say that the likes of Alisson, Van Dijk get sorted out. Kanate will leave for free, stuff like that. So it's not at all based on any facts. It's just a complete and utter fantasy, really. But it might be on the realistic side, but you'll have to let me know either way, guys. So for the players I'm trying to get a bit of money for before it's too late, and I'm looking at getting rid of Kostas Tsimikas, and I've put these prices I'm trying to achieve are, I'd say, realistic. So I put 10 million quid for Kostas Tsimikas. Calvin Ramsey, I put about 8 million quid for him. Wataru Endo, about 10 million. James McConnell, around about 8 million. Harvey Elliott, 20 million. Mo Salah, 50 million. Apparently there is interest from Saudi in him, so I'd say that's probably on the lower side, but I'd say it's a realistic fee. And then finally, Federico Chiesa, I'm saying about 10 million for him as well. So the players I'd be looking to bring in, so we'll start at right back, and it's one of either of these, both available on a free transfer. So we've got Oscar Mingueza from Spain. I can't remember what club is that, but I have done a personal video on them. Zeki Selek, who's another right back, and I believe he's Roma, I think. Do let me know if I'm wrong on that one, but he would be available on a free as well. And then moving into left back, because obviously Robertson's probably going to leave for nothing. Well, he will do, I'd imagine. So I've gone with a choice of two, so it's obviously one or the other. Tarek Mitchell from Crystal Palace would probably be available for about 20 million quid, English. Trying to think of the homegrown status sort of thing. Or Nathaniel Brown, who is another left back playing in the Bundesliga, but he's a bit more expensive at 35 million quid, around that sort of fee. So one or the other. Now these two centre backs, I'd take both of them. One's on a free and one's going to cost a bit of money. So Marcus Senesi from Bournemouth, he's available on a free in the summer. Good leadership, Premiership proven, not going to cost any transfer fees, so I'd bring him in alongside Nico Slotterbeck, who's going to cost you probably in about 50 million quid. I know we're signing Jeremy Jacquet, but if we lose Kanate, which we probably will do, Gomez will probably go. That leaves you with Virgil and Jacquet and Leone. So I think we do need a couple more in that area. Obviously Jacquet's younger. Tenese's and Slotterbeck are both more for now rather. More I can't think of the word, but they are more senior, shall we say. So I'd look to bring in both of those. And then one of either of these for the defensive midfield spot. We've got Adam Wharton, who's obviously the more expensive, looking probably 80 million quid for him. Or Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest, probably in a region of 60 million maybe. Obviously both English. And then for the left wing spot, obviously Jean Diomande has just stated his desire to play for the club. So if we wanted to shell out the money for him, it'd probably be an easy deal to do if we can get the money for him. So you're talking about 80 million quid for him. Or a little bit cheaper is Antonio Nusa. It would probably cost you about 50 million quid. And then moving on to the right wing, player I really rate, who's the cheaper of the two, Magnus Akalush, playing in Monaco, very good young right winger. Or we've got the Michael Olise rumours, seen as a perfect replacement for Salah, but you're talking 120 million quid for him, I'd imagine. So I've broken down into two different categories. The cheaper ones are the players and the most expensive ones. So on the cheaper side, they've got a total there of £230 million outlay. And on the most expensive players out of the ones I've picked, you're talking 365. And if we recoup around the 160 million quid for those players I've mentioned, you're looking at a net on the cheaper ones, say 110 million quid-ish outlay. And on the most expensive ones, you're probably talking £240 million outlay, I'd imagine, something like that. So yeah, obviously it's all fantasy, guys. I'm just trying to make content for you, get your thoughts and opinions. I'm just trying to rebuild the squad, basically. I'd say it's realistic if they want to be what do you call it? If the club want to be fighting for everything, ambitious, they should be able to find the money. We're well within PSR. We don't got any PSR worries at all. There's probably a few players I've missed that we could get more money for. I'm just trying to do it off the top of my head, so you'll have to let me know again in the video description, comment section, obviously. So we're not going to get a fee for Canate. We won't get a fee for Robertson. Who else is there? Gomez will probably go on a free. So yeah, you're not really recouping a lot of money in there, are you? So unless the likes of Cody Gakpo go, and then you're going to be looking at bringing in two wingers for the left side. I'm not sure. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Give me your suggestions. If you agree with me, disagree with me, just do leave me a comment, guys. It gives me the motivation to carry on making content, as I always say in all my videos. Also, if you haven't done so already, would you please consider subscribing? That'd mean a lot to me, and I appreciate everybody that has subscribed, does interact by watching my videos and leaves me comments. Also, if you're in a position to do so and would like to support my channel further because you enjoy it and you want to, there's always the option there. There's 2 links in the video description and on my channel page, as always. Alright guys, I hope you found it interesting. Let me know and I will catch you on the next one. But for now, Red Raw and out.